me, Tennessee, at Fleet Farm in Monticello this Saturday for their Fleet Fest celebration.
What's the name of the place again?
That's Fleet Farm in Monticello. You can join us from 10 a.m. to noon for incredible deals, free food, and prizes. Get the full details now at KFAN.com. Keyword calendar.
That sounds like a heck of an event. I want to get some friends and go. I hope you get a good turnout there. That'd be great. You know what I just...
Welcome to Mocking the Mock Draft Mock Draft.
With the 12th pick in the 2011 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Christian Ponder, quarterback, Florida State.
Here's your host, the greatest esoteric football mind in the nation, the common man, Dan Cole.
Now, you know how, like when playoff game or any game is on the horizon, they'll have a camera outside watching the players get off the bus coming into the stadium. Right?
Yeah.
They've gotten to the point now, I just saw it for NFL draft coverage on ESPN. They're showing the guys in their hotel rooms getting dressed to go to the draft. You could see two guys in there, and then it must have been Dad. He was putting on his tuxedo. It's like, we don't need to see them in various stages of undress getting ready for the draft. We know they're at a hotel. We know they're going to put on a tuxedo or get dressed up, and we know they're going to go to the event. But that's what they're showing.
And then we're going to start seeing them getting on the plane, boarding to go to New York.
It's just...
and then we're going to watch them packing at their house.
That is correct. And then we'll see them sleeping. They'll just have sleep cam, and you just watch them sleep for 8 hours. Here we go. Tennessee's mocking the mock draft. We love it. Let's get right to it. Let's go to Drew from Blaine, who's picking number 1 for the Las Vegas Raiders. Drew, what's up? What you got for us?
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me.
Sure.
Before the Raiders make their selection, a brief message from the front office.
Okay.
Apparently, minority owner Tom Brady is missing. Authorities say he was last seen on the sideline screaming at a tablet. That being said, the Raiders will be selecting unknown 48-year-old out of Michigan, Tim Brody. My only draft note on this guy is he is playing better at 48 than he was at 28.
Thanks, Drew. Appreciate that. So the first pick to be
off to a great start.
Off to the first pick in the books. Think about it. He's back. He's back.
And the way this works is we have 6 callers that we're going to have on hold at a time. So now that pick 1 is gone, now pick 7, which will be outstanding in his field guy, can call in.
Oh, we haven't heard from outstanding in his field guy forever either. This is like old home.
It's like a reunion.
It really is. Let's go to pick number 2. It's I play track guy. Selecting number 2 for the New York Jets. Because it's weird because generally you play football, you play hockey, you play baseball, you play golf, but you generally don't play track. But I play track, plays track guy. What do you got for us at number 2 for the Jets?
Well, it was a great first pick, but it's been a couple 13-14 seasons since the Jets made the playoffs. Well, they have a fan base very hungry for a taste of the postseason. According to my sources, the Jets plan to pick a guy who, even though he's 6'7", he can fly. It also helps he lost 30 pounds right before the combine. Now, some scouts say this guy is mythical, mostly because he doesn't have a lot of film, but in a few clips floating around online, you can see he really flies around. And for a fan base that's hungry for playoff football, this is the perfect guy who knows how to give them a taste. So with the second pick of the 2026 NFL Mocking the Mock Draft, the New York Football Jets will select from your local Subway sandwiches restaurant, the Taste Fairy.
I always love that one.
Thanks. I appreciate that. The Taste Fairy. Brilliant. I do fly around. That's very good.
Not expected to have a long career.
No. Well, what he wants to do is parlay it into one of those $347 million Fox radio booth analyst jobs is what I'm really trying to do. How about that, the Taste Fairy? I never thought the Taste Fairy would get selected. He is 6'7", that's for sure. He's getting up there a little bit in age. So we had a 48-year-old. Now we're trending elderly here in the draft so far. Our next pick, a third pick in the Mocking the Mock Draft, and I got to keep this mouse on target. Let's go to Fire Denny Guy's brother guy. He's picking for Zona. Fire, what's up?
Hey, Common, how are you?
I'm well, thanks. What you got for us today? How are you?
Wow, it's a life-changing moment for me to announce this pick.
I get that.
And I'm sorry, it's very unprofessional of me. I just lost my draft sheet over the break, so bear with me. I'm a little flustered. I can't remember his first name, but I know he's a defensive back out of Washington. His last name is Cooper, so can you just put us down for DB Cooper?
Yeah, we'll do that. That's a great selection. Nobody's seen him in a while, and he got one of those $200,000 signing bonuses too that no one's been able to. They don't know where it is.
No.
All right, thanks, my boy. Appreciate that. And I don't know if $200,000 to get you to the grave. You know, you got to spend, save, invest, flaunt. So what you got to do.
I always love that one.
DB Cooper, taken with the 3rd pick overall in the draft. Next up would be Joe calling out of Northeast Minneapolis. He's selecting number 4 for Tennessee. Tennessee. Yo, what up, Tennessee?
What up, boys? Well, I don't know if this pick is eligible after that 2nd pick, but I wonder if a lot of clubs are scared off by taking a two-way player after last year's fiasco at number 1.
Right.
But we got our eyes on a fierce pass-rushing Rock of Gibraltar, run-stuffing defensive lineman, and a high-flying, sure-handed, precise route-running tight end out of Brown College, Dan the Common Man Cole.
Oh, wow. Going at number 4. Nobody saw that coming.
It's considered the Shohei Ohtani of the NFL.
Yeah. Thanks, my boy. Appreciate that. So now Common going, and I was a fierce pass rushing, Rock of Gibraltar, run stopping defensive lineman, and precise route running, sure, and a pass catching tight end. Draft is off to a roaring start today. Let's go to pick number. We need now do we need 10 to be? We need
like picks 8, 9, and 10. So Carl in Plymouth, John Ojampa, former employee here at the Fan.
Johnny Ojampa
and
chiming
Chris in
in.
Victoria, give us a call.
Jeremy from Plymouth at number 5, taken for the New York Football Giants. Jeremy, how are you, my boy?
Oh, good. We've got a real solid evaluation for what the Giants need at 5. So some people look at the 3-cone drill, the arm length, the hand size. No, you need to look at the Dark Star test.
Okay.
And the Dark Star test is if you walk into the clubhouse and he's only dating a 6, that means he's got no confidence.
I always love that one.
My pick, he's dating a smoking hot 10. He's got versatility. This is a guy that can do it all. He's got the hand-eye coordination of a ping-pong champion. He's got the confidence of a guy that can sing a Dylan duet at the Newport Folk Festival. He's got the leadership of the chosen one in the Dune franchise. And you'll find him across town sitting courtside at a New York Knicks game. With the 5th overall pick in the Mocking the Mock draft, the New York Giants select Timothy Chalamet.
It's Timothy Chalamet. Jeremy,
Brilliant.
Thank you. Timothy Chalamet goes to the Giants, a great spot for him. And he is, ever since he won that Academy Award, I don't know if he's going to do, I think he did one other movie. I don't know if he'll do any more because he's too busy hobnobbing. So another great pick. Let's move to number 6 now. Who's on line 6?
Line 6.
Still don't have a monitor guy.
Oh, still don't have a moniker guy. Still don't. What's up? Drafting for Cleveland.
How we doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I miss Mark Rosen's commentary and his verbal eye rolls during this draft. So
right, you too.
He's missed.
Yep.
Well, I've had the privilege of contributing to the Mocking the Mock draft 6, 7 times. Today is, just like every year, truly life-changing. And it's been a difficult few years for the Cleveland Browns. We feel like we keep kicking ourselves in the loins. We're in constant agony. In preparing for the 2026 draft, we decided that we needed a player who would really raise the team's spirit. One with a proven track record of success. Well, at least 2 creations that we know of. A player with the confidence to elevate the winning mentality. Ice alone isn't the treatment we need, Common.
No.
Just saying these words, I already feel relief. It's been a very Common-heavy draft so far, so I'm staying with that theme. And with the 6th pick in the 2026 Mocking the Mock draft, the Cleveland Browns select Common's elevated scrotum.
It's almost as good as a bag of balls. You know, I mean, footballs. You know, the K balls. Is what I'm trying to say. Thanks for the phone call. Well,
I always love that one.
There you go. We've got picks number 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 waiting. We'll take a short break. This is the 2026 Mocking the Mock Draft. here on the Common Man program on the Fan.
Yeah, the Fan and BigDeck.com want to give you a shot to win bonus bucks with our national cash contest. Just enter the keyword Bills at KFAN.com now for a shot at winning. That keyword is Bills. Enter now at KFAN.com. Bonus Bucks is back on KFAN. We have 9 chances for you to win $1,000 every weekday. That's every hour from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. To enter the keywords and learn more, head to KFAN.com. Bonus Bucks is presented by BigDeck.com.
Hey, commenter, I'm also the unofficial ambassador to Minnesota Golf, and you can get more out of your golf game by joining the Minnesota Golf Association. You receive a handicap index that allows players of all skill levels to compete on an equitable basis. You post scores, you track your stats, you can access course GPS and enhance your rounds with the free USGA mobile app. New this year, the MGA Ladies Tour open to any adult female member, and junior golfers can play for just $5 through the Youth On course at 150 courses statewide. Get more out of your golf game. Join the Minnesota Golf Association. Go to mngolf.org/membership. mngolf.org/membership. It's the Mocking the Mock draft. We are on pick number 7 for the Washington. Walrus says, outstanding in my field guy. What do you got for Washington? And are you
Hey, Common. Hey, Kenna.
Are you outstanding in your field right now as we speak?
I am. I am not standing. I'm moving about 4.8 miles an hour, putting some soybeans in the ground today.
Are you green or red? I can't remember.
Today I'm a mixture of both.
Oh.
I got a green tractor and a red planter.
Yeah, I like that. A little mix and match. Why not? Make everybody happy. What you got for us?
Yeah. The Commanders, they've just been directionless lately. They don't have any leadership. They lack leadership. They had a good 2025, bad 26. So you know what? They're going to go back to the beginning. They're going to start over, go back to their roots, and they're going with the first Commander-in-Chief, George Washington. He led the troops across the Potomac, and he's leading the Commanders.
Thank you very much, outstanding this field guy. Great selection. He's got wooden teeth, too. Brilliant. Speaking of being not having leadership, I just saw a note. Mike Vrabel will not be at the draft this week, and he's undergoing counseling somewhere.
Well, and also there were some photos that came out today from 6 years ago with him and Diana Rossini.
No.
Yeah. So.
Oh, the plot thickens.
Yeah.
Okay, here where we are. We're at number 8 now. So we go, and what do we need now? 12, 13 to call? But right now, let's take Carl from Plymouth. He's the 8th pick for New Orleans. Carl, what's up?
Thanks, gentlemen. I'm proud to pick for the New Orleans Saints. They've been really terrible lately, as we know, and they have a lot of needs to fill their team that they hope to get this year's draft. There's a candidate who checks a lot of boxes. He's blue collar. He has twitch. He's a team player. He passes the eye test. And there was one more that the Saints added after yesterday's Purple Prey. He brings the cheese. He caught scouts' attention, the scouts' attention this year, though, with his performance in the 3-cone drill. On top of all that, he's one of us. So he'll soon be one of our favorites for certain. With the 8th pick in Mocking the Mock draft, New Orleans Saints select Little Billy Johnson from the Hopkins Dairy Queen.
Little Billy Johnson, Hopkins Dairy Queen. Very good. Thank you very much, Carl. I appreciate that. He also does the banana splits, too, which is really important. Our next pick is former employee John Ojampa, Johnny Me Boy, picking for Kansas City. How are you?
What's going on?
Same a little of this, little of that. Emphasis loud. What you got? What are you doing?
They said I'd never recover from 8 months interning on the Common program, and some would argue I really haven't.
Yeah, that's what
here I am.
That's the rumor going around.
With I'm representing the Kansas City Chiefs, I'm told today, and as an organization, we believe in second chances. We believe in reclamation projects. We have long believed our fan base should be able to enjoy a pastrami sandwich without fear of being terminated. Where others see abject failure and terrible ideas, we see value and potential. And with all that in mind, the 9th pick in the 2026 Mocking the Mock draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select KFAN the restaurant.
Thanks, John. Appreciate that.
Brilliant.
Be good.
Yeah, be good.
They should bring that back.
Yeah. I was just reading, Tenneby, real quickly. I was going through, how come I can't hang this up? What am I doing wrong?
Because you hit it twice. You locked it in. There you go.
That's my problem. I'll get to that story later.
While you're waiting, we need Bill Bates guy to call in, and we need Perry from Cottonwood and Andy from Hudson to call in.
And while we wait for them to call, Chris from Victoria is picking number 10 for the New York Football Giants. Their second pick. What you got?
Colin, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks, man. Thanks for calling.
Thank you. The Giants really this year are looking to get a lot younger and get some players with some incredible measurables. So with the 10th pick, the New York Giants are going to be taking the 6'9" hometown kid with hands just like his father's, the 20-year-old Barron Trump.
Barron Trump, very good. Barron Trump, big, tall, lanky. Excellent pick. Let's go to number 11, picking for Miami. It's Scott from, it's either Albuquerque or Alberta, or
Blaine, not Spain.
Blaine, not Spain. Yeah, what you got today?
Common 10, as you know, the Dolphins have just signed Malik Willis to a quarterback, and some have said that you should draft a quarterback every round, but we feel we're set at quarterback and we have a holder this year, so we're going to draft Lieutenant Lois Einhorn, also known as Mr. Ray Finkel, a kicker from Stetson University.
Yeah. It's that's a can't miss pick, and nobody thought he'd be available then.
No one did.
Thanks for the call.
Value.
Yeah, that's a value pick.
Best part is I get that joke and you don't, I bet. Lois Einhorn. I'm guessing you don't know what it's, yeah.
Yeah.
It's from one of my 90s comedy movies, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Oh, no. It's about as funny as the Power
Laces
Trip.
out.
Yeah. Okay.
The laces were out.
Yeah, laces were out. Okay, thanks. I tried to pretend I knew what he was talking about, but I just kind of, it's like, okay. I mean, I don't get everything, Tenneby. I don't get a lot.
Yeah.
BBG, what's up, me boy?
Hey, how you doing?
Daytime job, doing all right. You know how that goes. You're picking for the Dallas Cowboys. Yeehaw!
Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for a text from Jerry Jones. I mean, what could go wrong? You had an 86-year-old senile owner. He thinks he's the GM. He doesn't have a GM. I mean, yeah. So obviously we haven't had a quality quarterback since 2016 when Tony Romo left. So we're drafting quarterback. Hello? Wait, the text is coming through. With the 12th pick and the mock first-round pick, the Cowboys select quarterback Drake Lindsey from North Carolina.
Drake Lindsey from North Carolina? Are you sure that's...
Isn't that the Gophers quarterback?
Yeah. Well,
No, he wants Drake. He wants Drake May.
Oh. I thought maybe...
was drafted last year.
I thought you remember... I thought
What
maybe...
is he-
I don't know. I thought maybe it was George Lindsey from Mayberry. Well, there's...
I don't know what's going on. He's lost his mind. We're going to stick with Drake Lindsey. He's elite. He'd eat. Have a good day.
Thanks, BBG. There is a little senility there. Maybe even BBG's got a little bit of it, too. Chad from Zimmerman is picking 13 for the Rams. Chad, thanks for calling.
Hey, Common. As has been reported, our wide receiver, Puka Nakua's been a little bit crazy this offseason. We don't know if we can reel him back in, so we've been looking at a lot of our wide receiver candidates, Carnell Tate, Jordan Tyson, but we found a guy right here in our own backyard in the lights, glitz, and glamour. Out of the LBC, 6'4" wide receiver, Snoop D-O-double-G. He will lull defenders after he lines up across from him, getting him a contact high. He also has a patented celly of the drop it like it's hot that we feel will get the rest of the team pumped and our crowd roaring.
Yeah. Thanks for the call. The only problem is when he catches that photo, he might drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. We're at number 14, almost at the halfway point of the draft. Perry from Cottonwood, are you calling from?
Hey, Common, me boy, down here on the prairie, close to Carin's hometown.
Yeah, that's correct. That's exactly.
And we miss Mark Rosen participating in this draft.
I think we all do, yeah.
We'll get by without him.
What do you have for us at 14?
Hey, do you know what the Ravens offensive line is called?
I don't. What is the Ravens offensive line called?
The Maryland Moving Company.
Oh, I like that. The Maryland Moving Company. Sweet. That's a great. That's going to catch on. I feel like I've heard it somewhere before.
But the position they're looking for needs more help than their offensive line.
Okay.
That bridge there in Maryland is taking so long. With the pick, the Ravens select bridge producer Tennessee.
Bridge producer Tennessee. I think the NFL minimum was to pay more than what you're making, too, so you'd probably want to jump all over that. That's what I'd want to do.
Let's do one more.
All right, let's do one more, and then we'll take more calls. 15th pick, Andy out of Hudson, picking for Tampa Bay. Andy, what's up?
Hey, appreciate you taking my call. It's been a great. Yeah, it's been an okay morning.
Yeah.
So the Bucks' biggest position need for 2026 season is probably edge rusher, inside linebacker, or maybe even the secondary. But with them failing to retain free agent Charles Hall, who signed with the Texans, and then the failed experiment of Hassan Reddick, there is a huge need for the edge rusher. With number 15 pick, Tampa Bay Buccaneers select edge rusher / all-night security dude, Spare Tire Dixon out of Andrew Johnson High School. You may remember he was 6'6", 265 pounds. That was after the graduation from Pies Anonymous. He played in a huge role in the 1966 state championship game where he took on Al Bundy and Polk High football team, only to be jobbed by the refs. His knee was definitely down there, but the Spare Tire second chance, and he will not let down at pick 15 for the Bucks.
You're the best, Andy. Thanks. Appreciate that. We're about the halfway point of the mock draft right now. Next up, 16th pick for New York Jets, Marky Mark. He's on hold. Tennessee, who else do we have today? We've got 17, 18, 19.
Yeah, we need South St. Paul guy, Brody from Chaska, B-Town, Jim from Apple Valley, and Jake from Oconee to call in right now.
Short break. Come back with the rest of Mocking the Mock Draft here on the Common Man program on the Fan.
KFAN welcomes some great shows to Grand Casino Arena in the next year, including Lionel Richie with Earth, Wind, and Fire on June 24th. Tickets are on sale now. Get the complete details on all of our upcoming shows on the concert page at KFAN.com. Keyword calendar.
The last segment of the Grum as we finish up our Mocking the Mock Draft for 2026. Thanks all for participating. 16th pick, Marky Mark, picking for the Jets. Marky, what's up?
Hey, Common. Thanks for having me on.
Sure.
This is truly a life-changing moment. So, the Jets would like to focus on overall player health and wellness. The Jets have had a lot of aging veterans and would like to turn back the hands of time. With the 16th pick, the New York Jets will select a nutritionist and a stretching savant from across the pond over in Italy. So that should help with when the NFL continues to expand. He has had 10 back-to-back best meals ever, and he feels better at the age of 76 than he did at 46. The New York Jets would like to pick the fraud father, Mark Rosen.
Yes.
Fraud.
Yes. Thanks, Marky Mark. I can't believe Rosen lasted that long.
Yeah, what took so long?
I don't know. Of course, Marky Mark just aged him 2 years. And Rosen, if he was here, would have said, I'm only 74. Anytime I say like he's 75, he has to correct me right away. He doesn't want to lose that year, and I guess I don't blame him. There's more for both Mark and I. There's more behind us than there are in front of us. Picking for Detroit is South St. Paul guy at 17. South St. Paul guy, don't blow this pick. What you got?
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me.
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to keep this short and quick, just like my pick here. So this pick is super sassy yet sweet. She's very aggressive and argumentative. She is the Smoke Show from Glencoe. So with the 17th overall pick in Mocking the Mock Draft 2026, the Detroit Lions select your gal, Lil B.
Lil B.
Yeah, baby.
Thanks, South St. Paul guy. Lil B. Taking at 17. Oh boy, here we go. At 18 for the soon-to-be big game world champion Minnesota Vikings, Brody from Chaska. Brody. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
That one guy draft your ball sack?
Yeah, he drafted my scrotum.
God, You got weird listeners.
Yeah, they are weird, aren't they? An elevated one at that.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't either.
Now, listen.
Okay.
I know you guys. I know who the Vikings are going to take.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I got two guys that I think they're going to take. Either Jermod McCoy, cornerback.
Yeah.
Not the safety everybody's talking about. But then there's another guy, but I can't tell you. I'll tweet it out later tonight.
Okay.
Who I think they might take. That's a long shot.
All right.
Okay. But since you're doing your dumb joke, here's what I'm going to do for your joke. The Vikings are going to pick a communications major out of Boise State, and they're going to turn him into a call screener for KFAN, so then you never have to have Warren from St. Paul on your airwaves again. Hello?
Oh, I thought you could have a name. Okay, yeah. That's good. I'll send it to rewrite and punch it up.
I'm making it up. It was just a joke.
Yeah, right. Okay.
You get it?
Yeah, no, I get it, Brody. Oh, Brody, you're a cut up. Okay, Brody, thanks for participating. We appreciate that. All right, Brody from Chaska. I thought he was going to have a name to go along with it. He just kind of stopped at the communications major for the call screen was a good bit, but then I was waiting for it almost like a meat sauce.
Like a punchline?
Yeah, with meat sauce, there's no punchlines to any of his material. He just says it and goes on. B-Town at 19 for Carolina. B-Town, what's up?
It's been a while, boys, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a long time. It's good to hear from you again, Glad.
Listen, this is kind of ironic. I'm sorry. Well, with Carolina's pick, Carolina, I say, out of Chaska High School, and also known as the ladies' man, a Rico Suave type, better known as the Chanhassen Assassin, at 5'6" and 382 pounds, a brown nose guard. I can't take it anymore. I'm pulling my tickets, Brody.
I always love that one.
How about that? Brody.
I bet he'd be ecstatic to hear that he got drafted.
Yeah, but he'd want to play for the Vikings. He wouldn't want to play for Carolina.
Can't play for Carolina.
I thought he was going to go to Hurricane Tanner is what I thought he was going to say. Let's go to pick number 20, Dallas. It's Jim calling from AV, Apple Valley. Jim, what's up?
Hey, guys. Long time, first time. This is the 20th pick for Dallas. This guy probably should have gone with the 13th, 14th pick. Dallas owner Jerry Jones always kind of shows it's a good old boys network. His old teammate and a guy who coached his team is Jimmy Johnson. So with the 20th pick in the Mocking the Mock NFL 2026 draft, Dallas selects Jimmy Johnson's grandson, Johnny Johnson, a 5'10", 180-pound cornerback from Arkansas. Not very well known, but he does run a 6'7", 40-yard dash and benches 150 pounds in 6 reps. So there you go.
I always love
you know
that
what?
one.
You keep it in the family. Pretty soon it'll be grandsons, great-grandsons, and we'll move on from there. We go to pick number 21, Jack from Waconia, picking for the Pittsburgh football Steelers. Jake, thanks for calling. Jake, you there? Oh, did I put him on? Try that again. Jake.
Here, hello.
Sorry, Jake. Yeah, what's up, my boy?
Hello. Yeah, no, I'm here. Hello. All right. 21st pick. It took a lot of deep thought here. After seeing what Sheila Ford and the Detroit Lions did to Frank Ragnow and taking back his guaranteed money despite him playing through multiple injuries, including a fractured throat, out of the University of El Dorado, the Steelers select tight budget, tight end, Ebenezer Scrooge.
Thanks.
We need to save some money to sign a legitimate quarterback of the future.
Got it.
If that means robbing our current players blind, that's the culture we want, baby.
Thanks, my boy. Appreciate that. Ebenezer Scrooge getting a selection. That's the first time in how many years have we done them in the mock draft? 13, 14? First time Ebenezer has ever been taken.
We need a grenade guy, Steven from North Dakota, Maury Amsterdam guy, and then officiating guy will be going for a second time. So you can just put him on hold after you're done with him.
Okay, and now we're going to go to who's picking for the second time? Officiating?
Larry. Well, yeah, but right now we're at Larry Mondello guy.
Yes, right. But you're saying officiating guy.
Once you do officiating guy at 23, put him on hold.
I see. Okay, gotcha. Let's go to Larry Mondello guy picking 22 for the San Diego Superchargers. What's up,
Superchargers?
What you got?
Not much, boys. What's that?
What you got?
Hello?
Hello.
I got. Okay, so I did a little bit of research here. I was very tempted to go with Chef Giancarlo or Giancarlo. You can say it either way.
Right.
But I figured I'd leave him for Rosen. So then I decided I was going to go off the board a little bit, and so I'll tell you who I picked, and then I'll give you a little explanation. So I'm going to be drafting out of Chisholm, Minnesota, Jim Brandt.
Jim Brandt.
Okay, now you might be saying, who's Jim Brandt?
Who is Jim?
Jim Brandt is the owner of Jim's Sports Club in Chisholm, and that's where I will be on Saturday night. I'll be headlining a show there. Show's at 7 o'clock. A very funny opener. Connor Hangsleven will be opening for me. 7 o'clock show. That's at Jim's Sports Club Bar and Grill. It's going to be a great time. I haven't been to Chisholm before, but I heard it's a beautiful town. So come on out, call the club and get your ticket.
What's the name of the place again?
It's Jim's Sports Club Bar and Grill. It's a local favorite. Everybody knows it. So come on out to Chisholm, Hibbing. Come have some fun.
All right, very good. Thanks.
I always
Appreciate
love that
Thanks, my boy. So the owner of Jim is going to be playing football and running a bar and grill up there in the old Chisholm area. Great part of the state. Officiating guy at 23. I know you're coming back, but right now for Philadelphia, who do you got?
Good afternoon, man.
Good afternoon.
Philadelphia, we all know is known as the city of brotherly love.
Yes.
So, for the 2026 mock draft, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to select Quinnadelphia Hughes and hope that he can convince his brothers Jack and Luke to come along with him.
I always love that one.
Yeah, that's a great selection because that's like a 3-for-1. All right, we appreciate that officiating guy. He'll be back now for what pick is he now taking? He's got.
He'll have Sam Fran at 27. I'll put it back up there
at 27. So now let's go over to where we are, 24. Second pick for the Cleveland Browns. It's a grenade guy. Grenade guy, what's up? Been a while. Oh, we got to do it again. I'm sorry about that. Grenade guy.
How you doing, Colin?
I'm doing well. How are you, man? What's up?
Hey.
Good to hear from you.
Pretty good. We're both the same age, so we, crossed paths a few times.
Yeah.
I was the rube that yelled at Cosell to put the cigar out. So,
Yes, I remember that. It was my favorite, one of the favorite moments in Minnesota sports history that nobody knows about except me and you.
Me and you, yeah, and there's that picture of Rosen up in the bleachers, that famous picture. Yeah, so anyways, I was listening to the Power Trip.
Yeah.
No, I don't listen to the Power Trip. All right. So, anyways, I can't believe this guy fell this far. He was there the entire time. I know people were staring at Tomato Rosen, but I got to go with a legend. He's known to steal some plays. Let's just leave it at that. Triple H, Harold H. Hecuba.
Great guy, you're the best. Thank you.
Woo-ah-wah.
Ooh-wah-wah. 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 Makes my day. Harold Hecuba. You have to be grenade guy and common guy's age, I think, in order to get that one, and it's very good. Let's talk to Stephen from North Branch. You call him from North Branch for the 20?
North Dakota.
North Dakota from Nodak. Okay, because all I saw was North on my screen. Picking for the Chicago Bears. Stephen, what's going on?
Well, this is great. This is definitely, thank you for the call. This is very elevated entertainment, if you know what I mean. Very elevated entertainment.
Very elevated.
And so this is a Chicago Bears team that this is going to be great for them. Everybody actually talks about this guy. And he's got ties to Chicago in the NFL and maybe even in the mob. I'm just saying, and this guy, and I'm calling, that means I'm calling for the abolishment of the last Jets pick because it was over the break and it took more than 8 minutes, and that's the new rule. So with the 25th pick, the people in Chicago and the Bears are going to be so excited with this ties to Chicago and the mob, and they won't have to pay anything for this pick on the salary cap because someone will pick up the tab. You understand this? They're going to draft the fraud father, Mark Rosen, because the Jets pick took too long. I say yes, Mark Rosen, the Bears, yeah.
Thanks.
Chicago's a tough guy town.
Thanks, Stephen. They've overruled the draft. That's the first time that's ever happened. Drafted, and the draft pick is reneged, and now it's he's now with he's with the Chicago Bears. We at where are we at now? 26?
Buffalo 26.
Buffalo at 26. Hold on. Buffalo at 26. Oh, well, it's none other than Maury Amsterdam guy. Maury, what's up? Wait.
That guy, the last guy had a lot of energy.
Yeah. Yeah, he was high.
Good observation there, Maury.
Yeah, he was amped. There's no doubt.
A lot of energy. I was going to say, just another observation. Some guys have kind of ironic nicknames. Like they'll get like a bald guy and they'll call him Curly, or a big fat guy and they'll call him Tiny, right?
Right.
I don't think that applies to Holler and James. I think I know exactly how he got his nickname.
Yeah, I think you're right. It was so good to hear from him again. He snuck through security. Kind of tried to disguise his voice. Tena knew, but he let him go. It's so good.
Hey, so we know Buffalo, they have players already, right? They always draft towards the bottom of the draft, so they don't need any new players. What they need is somebody who can put them in the right positions. There's one guy who identified Garrett Bradbury as a possible tight end. There's one guy who said 2 scoops Barry could play in the NFL. So I'm going to take Warren from St. Paul for 2 reasons. There's 2 reasons Warren's going to Buffalo. Not only would he benefit their market by fixing their team, he'd also benefit the Minneapolis area by making him so busy tweaking their roster that he'd no longer have time to call your show.
It's excellent strategy. I like the double-prong strategy. Maury, you're the best. Thanks. Yeah.
That's it, my boy.
Yeah. A lot of double-prong strategy. Love that. We're moving right along. Let's go to San Francisco 49ers officiating guy. You're back.
Good afternoon, boys.
Yes.
So once the schedule came out, we in the San Francisco organization realized that since we have 2 international trips, we need a man of the world to help us out. So we're choosing in the 2026 mocking the mock draft, Max Fuller.
Max Fuller.
There's no one who's been around the world as much as Max, and with all his experience, he can really help us out. And as a bonus, we're going to petition the league for Max to be able to play on kicking plays without a helmet.
He doesn't need one.
Since his afro out at approximately 7'8", he will be a very much kick blocking weapon.
Thanks, officiating guy. Appreciate that. Max Fuller getting selected. Fill in Fuller, no longer fill in. He'll be starting soon.
I always love
Let's
that.
go to
one.
pick number 28. Paul from Arkansas, picking for Houston. What you got?
How's it going, Common and Tenna?
We're doing well. Who are you picking at 28?
Well, I just wanted to say before I make my pick is that I am originally from Minnesota, but I do live in Arkansas, and I'm a diehard Vikings fan and always will be, and a diehard Wild fan. Skol Vikes. Let's go Wild. Let's get this dub. Let's move on to the next round.
Who do you got?
So anyway, who's Houston? I select Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. Makes sense.
Huh? He can run.
Why, not only can he run, but you never, what is it about the box of chocolates?
You never know what you're going to get. Life is like a box of
And
chocolates.
you don't know what you're going to get with Forrest Gump on a football
So you can
field.
get 4 picks done in 2.5 minutes?
We're going to try to.
All
Brady
right.
from Hopkins picking 29 for Kansas City. What you got?
I'm a first-time caller, long-time listener. Can I get a moniker?
Yeah, quickly, because we got to get these picks in. Who do you want to be?
Loose cannon guy. So I'm going to get it to you quickly. So at pick number 24, we're trying to protect the best quarterback in football. And who better to protect the pocket than somebody who's been doing it for the Minneapolis Star Tribune the last 13, 14 years. Out of the Minneapolis Star Tribune, the Kansas City Chiefs select Lavelle E. Neal.
Beautiful. Thank you. That's a great pocket protector. If you want to protect your pocket, it would be Lavelle E. Neal.
Brilliant.
Let's go to the number. Well, sorry, I was panicking there. Let's go to pick number. No.
Jack in Oak River.
Oh, what? Jack, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes. What you got for us?
So we're close to South Beach. We like a flashy player, somebody that's smart, somebody that dresses well. We're going to go with a 6'5" wide receiver, the Quasiah.
spicy Adolfo Mensa.
Yes, very good.
I always
He's
love that
in.
one.
Adolfo back in the league. We've missed him. Number 31, Marky Mark, New England. Who do you have?
Yeah, going to be hard to get the next 6 rounds in. With the 31st pick, the New England Patriots would like to select the fans' MVS. Yes, the most valuable segment. We tune in every day for it. Without the fans' MVS, we would all be lost. We wouldn't know where to hit it on one. The Patriots would like to select the Wheel of Topic.
Wheel of Topic. Spin it around, much like Viking defensive backs trying to recover wide receivers. Our final pick in the first round of the Mocking the Mock draft is Blake from Shoreview, picking 32 for Seattle. What you got for us?
Yeah, Seattle's fresh off the Super Bowl championship, so position of need really not an issue. However, Darnold remains an interim quarterback, so this guy is a perfect fit. Proven to be a high-level backup to the interim. He's got an unmatched ability to wear his hat backwards and hold a clipboard during program password. Out of UW Stout, Blake Brentmore.
Yes, thank you, Blakemore. Very good. Thanks, Blake. Well, there you go, Tenneby. That was a good mock draft this year.
It's done.
That was one of the best. That's the first round of the Mocking the Mock draft, and I think everybody realizes you won't get a better mock draft than the one you just had right now. It might not be as accurate as some of the others, but I can guarantee you this. We'll miss about as many as all the other mock drafts that are taken seriously all across the country.
That might have been the first time we didn't even miss a pick. Everyone called in?
Yeah, everyone called in. We do appreciate your contributions. There were some really, really good ones. I had somebody say top 3 bit, and it ain't even close, Elite Radio. I agree. And someone else said they really stepped up their game, because sometimes we get some that you go, But
it gets better every year.
It does get better every year. So that was very good.
They're starting to all understand.
Tenneby, thanks for having me.
Great job.
You as well.
Paul Charchian and Marnie Gellner for program password tomorrow.
Should we do round 2 of the Mocking them? Let's not do that tomorrow. We'll just do a normal show. And like you say, it's Gellner and Charchian. Thanks for sharing your time with us. Stick around. A big ticket, JG. They're next right here on The Fan.
Good night. Good morning. Good afternoon. And good night, Minnesota.
Good night, folks. And good night, Mrs. Calabash. Wherever you are.
I'm a fraud.
Yes.
Listen back to any of Common Man's programs by podcasting on the iHeartRadio app or KFAN.com.